Just a few. First of all, the Tenacious Tortoise Award. And that's for the slow but sure, and it's given in two categories, both terrestrial and aerial. The unwavering effort of these individuals to reach their objective, and the terrestrial award goes to Chuck Medicus. And the aerial equivalent goes to George Caffey. Now there's the Guidus Interruptus Award for confusing and obfuscating the spiel of the guide, and that goes to Bob Tuckup. There's the only in America look of amazement, coupled with a head-snapping look up, in which our dear friend said, only in America could there be something like this. And that award goes to James Alexander when we went into the Opryland Hotel. The Creative Hole-Finding Award. The ultimate case of wish fulfillment. When I heard on the frequency on top of a solid overcast, my friend Dan Malvin saying, "Can I descend through the hole?"
We've all been.
The iPad Genius Award, which went to Peter Moore, who helped all of us. The Lawrence Melchior Golden Throat Award goes to Tony Watson for his musical chutzpah. Now, there are many vices you could have. Gambling, drinking, running around with women, drugs. None of these can be discussed in polite society. And the only vice you can really have and discuss, of course, is aviation. And so, for the Willing Wives Award, this is a group that recognizes all those ladies that managed to put up with our vice. The Loose as a Goose Two-Step Award goes to another award winner, George Chafee, who at the hangar party was absolutely loose as a goose. The award for being shoveled and kempt. Mind you, I'm not using the negatives. These are positives. The Good Grooming Award with every crease perfect every time. I don't know how she did it because her consort always looked like an unmade bed. And that goes to Karen Hicks. The 12-hour Bottle to Throttle Award to a person who has a blood caffeine level that must be way off the scale. He tells us that in his hand he has a mug of coffee. I'm not sure. But he does have a caffeine to blood ratio that is completely off the scale, and that's Sean McMillan. Now the Ty Fort Mary Award, which goes to Warren Burroughs, because he then caused several other people to be sick. And so I accuse him of being the carrier. Now the Secret Smuggler Award, the Illegal Immigrant Award, for a suspicious third party that we're not sure is registered to our flyaway, goes to Bob and Maggie Hall. And finally, the Absent-Minded Professor Award to the person who left this iPad on the cab twice now and forgot to turn the master switch off, and that goes to me. I now have a series of comments highlighting our flyabout. It started with a home-hosted barbecue, and right away I knew we were in trouble, because I knew right then that every day afterwards and every meal would be downhill. That was as good as it could get, and we had the wonderful hospitality of our hosts. New Orleans was a blur of taxi rides, meals, music, healthy eating.
Really helpful.
And we had the 4 basic Southern food groups: pulled pork, fried chicken, rice, and beans, all washed down with hot sauce. We went to Natchez and saw the father of waters, and frankly, he was an unruly parent. We spent time in FBOs. Anyone know what FBO stands for?
Yeah.
Fuel blatantly overcharged. Now, as pilots, we're all wrapped up in time. How many gallons per hour? How many miles do we go at a certain speed? How long will it take us? But time does not run at an even pace. Time varies. Take a 30-minute segment. Put yourself in a dentist chair for 30 minutes. Takes forever. Put yourself in the arms of your lover. 30 minutes goes just like that. Anyways, speaking of time, some of the happiest moments of my life I spent in the arms of another man's wife, my mother. Now, Mom did the laundry. Thank God she did the laundry, because laundry is one of those problems we have to put up with on this kind of a trip. One time in the magazine Business Aviation, I read about a solution to the laundry problem. First day, you wear your laundry. Second day, you turn it back to forward. Third day, you turn it inside out. Fourth day, you turn the inside out back to forward. And on the 5th day, you trade with a co-pilot. Now, one of the amazing things was the Nissan plant, the automotive tour. And shortly after we left, a spaceship landed, and an otherworldly character went through the tour and said, "What a wonderful, wonderful system. This is exactly the way we make our high-tech robots." He said, "But I noticed one thing about your society. You seem to have a preoccupation with sex. What is it?" Well, they couldn't explain it. And 2 of the scientists